Foresters were a great help initially, both in steering me towards what was feasible, towards what was marketable, towards management and marketing techniques, but they suffered from one great drawback, which was their avid desire to increase profitability by using herbicides to minimize or eliminate cull species, to open up land for planting. Now, this is a lifestyle choice and a personal choice. Anything that will go out there and with just the application of a few drops kill a tree is not something that I want to be spreading around myself or my environment. So we had to go with a different plan of harvesting or just felling a tree, dropping it or girdling it and letting it die and decompose naturally, rather than the idea of using herbicides to kill it. We girdle it and go in and cut about 3/4 of an inch deep all the way around the bark of the tree. That cuts through the cambium, which is the living part of the tree is the outer inch. Everything else is just support structure for the living growth tissue. Once you cut through that growth tissue, the tree dies. Tree's standing. As it's standing and it dies, begins to decompose. The first thing, the woodpeckers get in it. The woodpeckers make holes. The squirrels get in the holes. The flying squirrels get in the holes. The woodpeckers live in the holes. The owls move into the holes. And you've created an environment for wildlife to utilize that tree for the next 7 to 10 years before it falls over. Then the raccoons, the possums, the weasels, and the skunks live in the tree when it falls over and is hollow for another 10 years until it decomposes. So that's what girdling accomplishes, and produces a really solid wildlife habitat. The sustainability of this 160 acres and our plan is such that, given limited aspirations of surviving and having a quality of life that I find acceptable, I can make furniture from the timber I cut from this land for the rest of my life, and my children can make furniture for the rest of their lives, and enjoy what at least is a reasonably comfortable and certainly a healthy lifestyle. I don't want to say that I'm micromanaging it to where I get everything off this property, but I only need to go 2 miles down the road to the local sawmill and I can buy all the logs coming out of the mountains. And the Buffalo Valley has a lot of very high quality timber. We're sustained both by our property and by the local environment, which is the timber environment. We become Arkansas. We've become this piece of land, and we've become like any one of the other creatures that can survive here. We've found what we can do and what this place will do for us, where we can dig our hole and what we can eat and what it'll yield for us, where it is fitting in like any of the animals in the woods fit in. And then having a marketing plan.